sitting member of parliament spews venom in front of a massive crowd. Yet, no action is taken against him. And Kadir Rana of the BSP is not the only one. The Congress party, the Samajwadi party and the BJP are in the dock for hate speeches. Why were they not booked under the National Security Act or under Section 5052 of the Indian Penal Code for promoting enmity between two communities? 40 people have lost their lives, thousands their livelihoods. Joining me on the show tonight, Prakash Singh, former Director General of the Uttar Pradesh Police, Priyanka Chaturvedi, spokesperson of the Congress Party, Sudhanshu Mittal represents the BJP. My first question is to Abdul Qadir Chaudhary of the Samajwadi Party. Abdul Qadir Chaudhary, is this the reason why your party took no action against merchants of hate? Because your own party men were involved in spreading hate.
In the very first place, I would like to say that I condemn the riots very, very strongly. What has happened is really very sad. And now what surprises me is the allegations of the people that this is a match fixing between the Samajwadi Party and the BJP.
This is evidence. We are putting out evidence of Samajwadi Party leaders. They are caught on camera. Mr. Rashid Siddiqui of your party was on stage when Kadir Rana was making that hate speech. We cannot even repeat some of those words on air, sir. Using religion to incite hate. And that too in a state where your party is ruling.
Well, gentlemen, you asked me a question. Let me finish that, please, Tell me one good or bad reason why would Samajwadi Party indulge in something like match fixing? My friend, Samajwadi Party has won the recent assembly elections with heavy margins, with, you can say that, majority. They have gained majority. They are sitting strongly on the chair. Why would they want to polarize the thing? If any polarization or such thing happens, it will go in favor of BJP or other parties,
Well, that's your
Congress.
Party leader. I'll put a question to the BJP. No, the BJP has a lot of explaining to do. I will come to that. No, you cannot sidestep my question, sir. I've asked you a very, very specific question. Rashid Siddiqui of the Samajwadi Party was on stage. We cannot even repeat the words that were uttered from there. It is inciting enmity between communities, sir. How do you justify that? How do you explain that?
No, I haven't heard that. I won't. And if he has done that, that's very wrong. Very, very wrong. I don't believe one should do like that, And anybody, any person, anybody from any party doing that. I have seen people doing such speeches from BJP, Shiv Sena, time and again. But somebody doing from Samajwadi is very sad. I haven't heard, I haven't seen that. But if that happens, if all that has happened, it is very deplorable. But let me tell you, my friend, this is now, at this moment in time, is not the time to fight over politics. But this is the time, to patch up things, to bring the situation.
No, this is the time to go after these people who spread hate. That is also not what is happening. Prakash Singh, is this not the time to put these leaders behind bars, whether members of parliament, members of legislative assembly or not? They should be in jail, sir.
Well, this is the first time I have seen this video footage. And let me say, I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked that such a thing should have happened in full knowledge, in full view of the district administration, and the police is standing there, and what were the intelligence officer doing, what were they reporting, and if this kind of thing has happened, why were these people not promptly booked, arrested and sent behind bars under the National Security Act, at least section 153A also.
Yes.
But under the National Security Act they should have been booked and sent behind bars, irrespective of party affiliation, whether Samajwadi Party or Congress Party or BJP Party or whichever be the party. If they are indulging in this kind of hate speech, inciting the
openly, we cannot even repeat some of those words. And Priyanka Chaturvedi, your party issued one warning. Your government issued one warning after the other to the state, but they did not warn their own leaders to stay away from spreading hate. Your party leader, Saidu Zama, was on stage when this venom was being spewed, ma'am.
No, I do agree that, the intelligence reports had been continuously being shared with the Uttar Pradesh state government. But I just happened to see all the footage that you all have shared, and I'm absolutely disheartened, saddened and shocked with the kind of hate speech that came out of the, crowded events like these. So they, in all likelihood, they were meant to provoke the situation and polarize people out there. So I would clearly say anyone who was on that stage should be, tried for whatever they have indulged in. So very clearly, our stand is very clear that anyone who is there.
But that hasn't happened, ma'am. That hasn't happened.
Hatred.
We've heard brave words. We've heard lovely words from the Union Home Minister, from several other ministers from the centre and the state. But no action. And ma'am, Saidu Zuma is not the only such leader of the Congress party caught on the wrong side of the law. What about Harendra Malik? He's a former member of parliament of the Congress party. He's been charged with violating prohibitory orders and making provocative speeches. We've heard nothing from the Congress party about him either.
No, like again, I would like to clearly state here, anyone who indulged in hate politics there should be tried. Now, secondly, I would also like to mention here, while we should not be politicizing the issue, etc., we need to keep in mind how this entire situation went out of control of the state government. A state government which was aware through intelligence reports that, there could be such violences that might erupt and communal tensions that might erupt. The state government just sat on these reports. Secondly, the state government saw violence erupt after the 27th. Why did they allow these Mahapanchayats to happen? How did the BJP, there was a BJP MLA who spread a fake YouTube link and CDs were distributed. The same BJP MLA distributed CDs across to stoke communal passions. So these are a few things which need to be considered at the amount of hatred.
Yes, I want to put that question. Let me put that question to Sudhanshu Mittal. Sudhanshu Mittal, there is now evidence that your party was involved in inciting passions. There were allegations against Hukum Singh, Sangeet Som, and you just heard Priyanka talk about that fake CD being circulated, also about Bhartendu. But now Sadhvi Prachi Arya has been caught on camera making inflammatory speeches, Sudhanshu Mittal.
You see, I don't think we are looking at the issue in its perspective. Since the time Akhilesh government has taken charge, there are 35 riots, communal riots, which have taken place.
Talk to me about the Muzaffarnagar riots, sir, and the role of Sadhvi Prachi in it. Talk to me about the Mahapanchayat and the BJP leaders inciting passions there, sir.
Allow me, let's not incite passions. Allow me to complete first. Sadhvi Prachi or anybody, whoever is inciting violence action must be taken against them. There cannot be a debate on that. And I am demanding and I am shocked and I am surprised. That is my charge. Why is SP and Congress not doing anything about it? Look, SP is in charge. What they have been doing all this while is to criminalize the entire situation in UP, which has now come to such a boil that it's on a flashpoint. You are continuously not taking action against miscreants. Just allow me. Anybody, I am saying irrespective of who it is, and Sadhvi Prachi, I don't know. I mean, she may be a functionary or at a lower level. I mean, calling her the BJP leader would be a slight misnomer. Anyway.
Well, you may not want to call her a senior BJP leader, but what about Hukum Singh, who's a sitting MLA? What about Sangeet Som, who's a sitting MLA? What about them, sir?
Have you heard the statement? Have you read the statement of Mr. Hukum Singh?
I want to see police action in these cases.
Allow me to speak first. He said, I spoke for 2 minutes, the other did not even speak. And I did nothing, and I am charged. Whereas all what you are seeing just now on television, none of these people are charged. And then you are talking about putting us in the dock. I mean, let's have an even-handed approach on the issue. Whoever has perpetrated hatred, whoever has perpetrated violence must be punished. Where is the debate in this?
Okay, Prakash Singh as the man... Okay, you've made your point. Prakash Singh as the man who headed the Uttar Pradesh police, is this not the failure, one, of the state intelligence, the district police, or in your appreciation of the situation, the police knew, the police alerted the higher-ups, they were, as many allege, told not to do their job?
I think there was no failure of intelligence. I mean, both at the state level and also at the central level. Intelligence was fed to the state government. Everyone knew In fact, even we who have no access to intelligence and who only get the newspapers and the media reports, we knew that all is not well in Muzaffarnagar and things are deteriorating every day. And yet I am surprised that the administration just took no action and they allowed things to go out of hand. And the kind of speeches I heard, I mean, frankly, in my entire career, I have never heard such hate speeches being made from a platform. And I am surprised that I mean, people across the board, they are all trying to justify what I find is indefensible. I mean,
and we haven't even been able to show you everything. We haven't. There's much worse that happened there in terms of speeches, because Abdul Chaudhary, this puts a major question mark on the role of Akhilesh Yadav and his government. The question is, was Akhilesh Yadav complicit or incompetent?
Action not being taken. Let's ask this question. Because
No. Let me put this question. Let me put this question to the Samajwadi Party guest on the show. No, okay, let me get Abdul Chaudhary to answer that, sir.
Now, please, Akhilesh Yadav's competence is proved by the margin he won the elections. The way he campaigned, and he won the hearts of the people. Now you know very well.
Now he's losing those hearts. People are losing their lives, sir.
Now, let me come to the point, please. We all very well know that yesterday in Delhi, after the meeting of the Home Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary, they have alerted through the intelligence agencies that the same conflagration of communal riots is going to be repeated in Rajasthan, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Haryana and other states. This itself proves that this was a predetermined conspiracy.
Why didn't Akhilesh Yadav check it? He had the entire state administration at his disposal. Did he hope to gain from it?
Gentlemen, the point you brought in about the social media, let me tell you, the riots spread so fast because of the fake videos being loaded on the YouTube that I tell you, it is, I don't know how to describe that, but within no time before you could know the thing spread, and that too in the rural areas.
And what about the hate speeches that were being made by these leaders, by these honorable members of parliament and members of legislative assembly?
Yeah, friend. Yeah, they will be brought to books. I tell you, now the trend of the communally poisoned minds is to do these riots in the rural areas other than the urban areas, so that the police and all the facilities, all the help reaches there very late. That is very sad. Now I tell you, not only all the UP government, but my friend, to all the state governments and the central government, that they should sit together and ponder over it. If this is going to happen in the rural areas, then it's going to be very difficult for any government, central, state, to control it.
Do you buy that argument, Prakash Singh? Do you buy that argument that is coming? This is abdication of responsibility. 40 lives have been lost, thousands of livelihoods have been lost, and you are now, pontificating, sir. Do you buy that argument?
There is no time to ponder over, as he said. It's a time for action. And the first thing they should do, these 4 people should be sent behind bars within the next couple of hours under a National Security Act. You see, the Congress party comes up with the explanation that law and order is a state subject, so how are we responsible? But the least that the Congress party could have done is to expel him from the party at least. I mean, every party, if it is serious, they can take action against these, these merchants of death, these people who are spewing venom from public platforms.
Okay, so these are peddlers. I want you to respond to that, Abdul Chaudhary, but I also want you to look at the package, that story that we are about to put out on headlines today. I also want, Priyanka has her hand up. I want Priyanka also to respond to that. This is an extremely grim situation. The situation is extremely grave. There were intelligence warnings, there were intelligence alerts, and the writing was on the wall for all to see. Why are we saying that? Well, in the markets across the western UP belt, all the shops that sold arms and ammunition in the months before this riot, they ran out of arms, they ran out of ammunition. The state government, the local intelligence warned the government that weapons are being sold, ammunition is being sold, and the illegal arms factories have been told to double their production. Yet Akhilesh Yadav slept over this intelligence warning. This is a Headlines Today special investigation.
As communal tensions spread like wildfire across Muzaffarnagar Shamli belt of western Uttar Pradesh, gun culture spurred the violence. Muzaffarnagar is not called UP's Wild West without reason. The region where having a weapon is a status symbol boasts of maximum gun licenses per village. 15,456 people officially hold weapons licenses in Muzaffarnagar. Headlines Today had recently exposed the flourishing illegal gun factories of Muzaffarnagar. This recent sting operation shows illegal arms factories flourishing across the region with political patronage.
विक्री तो ऐसा है, एक दो बंदे हमारे भी पहले जब शुरू में काम किया तो हम लोगों ने दलालों से काम कराया. अब तो दलाल नहीं, अब तो डायरेक्ट पार्टियां आ जाती. दिल्ली के भी आते हैं लोग, इधर मैनपुरी चले जाओ, कुराली चले जाओ, लखनऊ तक के भी आ जाते हैं. ये अपने छुपा के ले जाते, अंटी वंटी में डाल दिया, या घी का डब्बा लिया, घी के डब्बे में पन्नी में डाल लिया, ऊपर से घी कर लिया, चले गए.
And as communal violence spread after the initial deaths on the 27th of August, both sides came out all guns blazing.
Yeah, as far as Muzaffarnagar is concerned, this has been a problem area right from the time when this farmer agitations under the leadership of Mr. Tikait was going on. And since then, I have been SSP here and I have been dealing with that and doing a lot of raids and seized many illegal arms.
More alarmingly, the sale of .315 bore bullets has seen a massive spurt in the last 10 days. Police suspect some of these licensed weapons may have been used in the clashes.
दो-तीन दिन में कई असवाधारक में असवा दुकानों में कारतूस वगैरह खरीद रहा था, क्योंकि इसी से हमने सभी मजिस्ट्रेट ड्यूटी लगवा के सभी लोगों से जांच करवाया था. कई दुकानों में एक दिन में 400, 250 ऐसा कारतूस को बिक गए.
कई दुकानें ऐसी पाई गई हैं जहां पर उम्मीद से ज़्यादा और एकाएक बहुत तेज़ी से बिक्री, जो 315 बोर की और 12 बोर की कार्टेजेस के बिक्री बढ़ी है. ऐसी समस्त दुकानों का स्टॉक चेक किया जा रहा है.
The state administration woke up to the threat, cancelling 1,744 gun licenses in 3 police station areas, Fagana, Shahpur and Bhorankalan in Muzaffarnagar. But experts say in an area where every other household possesses 1 gun legally and at least 2 from the underground arms factories, this step was too little too late.
First, we are cracking those people who have misused their arms. Sensitivity has been raised by firing these arms illegally. And then the next strategy will be to nab the people who are having the illegal arms. A great search operation will be carried out, as has been carried out in the city for last 2 days, in the nights or early mornings. This will be carried out more extensively in the district so that it should be ensured that in coming election time, there should not be any trouble.
During the current violence, the police succeeded in confiscating only 57 illegal arms with a few hundred rounds of ammunition.
Illegal arms and their easy availability are matters of huge concern in Muzaffarnagar. Right behind us on the wall over there, you can see bullet marks. These are reminders of the violence that broke out a couple of days ago here in Muzaffarnagar. In fact, the police has been trying to crack down on illegal arms and also people who use their licensed arms for illegal activities, for violence otherwise. However, so far they have not been very successful, but they say that this crackdown is necessary, especially before the elections.
The UP police says on an average more than 10,000 people are arrested every year from Meerut, Ghaziabad, Bulandshahr, Gautam Budh Nagar, Bagpat, Saharanpur and Muzaffarnagar for manufacturing and supply of illegal firearms. But that has had little impact on the multi-crore illegal industry. Recently seized arms and ammunition included .32 bore revolvers, 9mm pistols, 5.56mm and 7.62mm cartridges of prohibited bore weapons. According to the International Action Network on Small Arms, India has 40 million illegal arms, half of all the world's illegal weapons. Officials concede a major part comes from the western UP Badlands. With the illegal arms factories flourishing and illegal arms in every other household, Muzaffarnagar continues to sit on a tinderbox. For the security forces, confiscating these arms is easier said than done. Bureau Report, headlines today.
And with me is the former Director General of Uttar Pradesh Police, Prakash Singh. Sir, the Muzaffarnagar, Shamli, Meerut belt has always been called the Wild West of Uttar Pradesh. All of this did not happen suddenly. The signs were all there. You saw this headlines today, special investigation, ammunition sales going up, orders being placed on illegal weapons factories across the region. Did the administration sleep, or was the administration told not to do something?
I think the dots were there. It was for the intelligence department to connect the dots, and I'm inclined to believe that the dots were connected. A picture was presented, if not by the central government, by the Intelligence Bureau of Government of India. But the point is, the administration, see, unfortunately, Gaurav, you have to remember, these days postings are done of officers not on basis of merit, not on basis of their suitability or competence, but on the basis of their religion, their caste, their affinity to X, Y, Z, and a local MLA, this, that, and his capacity to provide funds to the party. These are the considerations. So when you have such kind of officers posted in sensitive positions, you see, in our time, I remember the finest officers of the state would be posted in areas which were considered communally sensitive, so that if anything goes wrong by chance, then he is there to take a stock and take appropriate action. But these days, as I said, all kinds of extraneous considerations come into play in the postings of
Respond to this, Abdul Chaudhary. The signs were all there, whether it was intelligence alert from the center, state intelligence unit, the local intelligence unit, the arms bazaar. Ammunition was just disappearing. Your party did not join the dots, or your party was complicit in this, sir?
Before answering a particular question, let me tell you, my friend, that the whole scenario has erupted, and it will happen till the elections 2012 parliament election take place. Let me tell you that BJP, who is trying to make Narendra Modi the Prime Minister of the country, the person who is standing on the dead bodies of 2,000 people, who killed 2,000 people in
What
Gujarat.
does that have to do with what happened in Muzaffarnagar? I want your answer to what happened in Muzaffarnagar.
I am coming.
No politics on that issue. Answer what happened in Muzaffarnagar, sir.
No, it is. I'm coming to your question. It is not Samajwadi Party who is doing it. It is again the communal forces only, because they know very well that the throne of the Delhi goes through the inroads of UP only. And they know by destabilizing the UP government, which is very strongly placed there, people love the government there. That's why they voted the government to the power. They are doing this. I tell you, my friend, the media shouts, and everybody, the IS officers, association shouted when Durga Shakti Nagpal for demolishing the mosque in the month of Ramzan was suspended. Tell me what wrong was that, Now they blamed it for the sand mafia and all that, Even if the sand mafia matter was not.
I am sorry, you're on a very weak wicket there, sir, but Sudhanshu Mittal has his hand up.
Gaurav, can I say something?
Yes, Sudhanshu Mittal wants to quickly respond. Let him respond, because there's something else I want to come back to you on, Abdul Chaudhary. I want to come back to you, but Sudhanshu Mittal, quick 30 seconds, sir.
When the government acts, you all shout that they have taken a wrong decision. And today, when the government is taking time to take the right action,
you did not take any decision in Muzaffarnagar. That's the problem. Sir, your party did not take any decision in Muzaffarnagar. 40 lives have been lost. Go on, Sudhanshu Mittal. Quick rebuttal. You had your hand up. I want to come to something far more serious, but quick response, Sudhanshu Mittal.
Gaurav, we are being accused of engineering these riots and criminal politics. I'll just give you 3 examples. 19 people facing charges of terrorism for blast in Varanasi, Gorakhpur, Faizabad, and for this CRPF camp in Rampur. They are sought to be released by this government because the Muslims have been implicated. On July 3rd, 2013, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav passes an order. Every policeman, every police station will have 2 Muslim policemen. Third, on August 21st this year, he passes an order, 20% reservation benefits to be given to Muslim community for every government scheme of the UP government. Now, is this secular politics? Is this communal politics? Or is it vote bank politics? See what is happening. They have been patronizing all these lumpen elements, and they have created an environment of lawlessness and communal hostilities in order to garner votes. Because their calculation is very simple. We have a Hindu community caste vote with us, we have Muslim votes with us, and that is good enough. Last 1.5 years of the rule of Akhilesh Yadav has been the biggest example of failure of government
I want to come to Priyanka Chaturvedi, but before that, I quickly want to talk about an intelligence alert, a warning that has been issued by the center, even as Muzaffarnagar is trying to limp back to normal. Let's take a look at what is happening. What are the intelligence alerts that we have? Well, the government, the center, has warned the state. This is Uttar Pradesh. They said in Bareilly and in several other parts of Uttar Pradesh, there could be trouble. They've pointed out to a number of areas across Uttar Pradesh. The Intelligence Bureau has issued a fresh warning. They've said that there are more vulnerable areas across western and central Uttar Pradesh. There could be rumor mongering. There could be fights that could lead to something big. And where is that happening? It's happening in Hapur, it's happening in Bareilly, it's happening in Mathura, it's happening in Meerut. Shamli is already tense. Muradabad is on the edge. Rampur, Saharanpur, these are some areas. But the trouble could also hit people closer to Delhi, because Ghaziabad is also an area where there could be tension. And this is a fallout of the Muzaffarnagar violence. Let's listen in to the Union Home Minister, Sushil Kumar Shinde.
जो उत्तर प्रदेश में हो गया है उसके लिए हमने कंट्रोल करने के लिए काफी कोशिश की है। हमने सेंट्रल पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स 80 कंपनियां भेजी हैं और मिलिट्री भी भेजी है, डिफेंस के लोग भेजे हैं। अभी सिचुएशन थोड़ी अच्छी हो रही है, देहात में अभी भी ठीक नहीं है। हमने इंफॉर्मेशन ली है।
Priyanka, there is another alert from the center to the state, but will the center be more proactive, monitor the situation closely, or will the Center for Samajwadi Party support continue to adopt a hands-off approach?
No, that's a very wrong thing to say, that we have a hands-off approach where Uttar Pradesh is concerned. Now, there's a bigger game plan behind this, which is getting very clearer ever since Mr. Amit Shah was appointed. Let's not overlook the entire role of the BJP in this. And Samajwadi Party, considering that they won their elections, the assembly elections, they're also focusing on 2014. The bigger game plan is 2014, clearly, with the way Uttar Pradesh is heading. And you know, right from the appointment of Amit Shah to the 84 Kosi Yatra, to Muzaffarnagar riots, and Intelligence Bureau reports stating that there could be more flare-up of violence. So it is pretty clear what the agenda for 2014 is going to be, and what BJP would want it to be.
Okay, so that's the allegation that you are leveling. But the question that we are asking here on Headlines today, when there is evidence on ground of involvement of leaders cutting across the political spectrum, whether it's the Samajwadi Party, the Bahujan Samaj Party, the Congress, or the BJP, why is it that the government, either in the state or the center, not moving in to ensure India remains trouble-free? And we'll track that story very closely. I'd like to thank all my guests for being a part of this show. A quick break. Coming up on the other side of a short break,